Good morning, everybody. Looks like you guys are up bright and early. I don't know how you guys do it. Good morning, Spartacus. I look super tired. Good morning, Andrew. I don't know who the other 6 people that are here, but hit the like button. Yes, hit that like button. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Tyrell. Good morning, Neurosis. Good morning, IJ. Opinion time. Good morning. Oh, you guys are up. I don't know how you guys do it. What's your secret to getting up nice and early? So we're gonna take a look at these companies. I gotta just get this ready. Get Yahoo Finance ready. Oops, typing on the wrong keyboard. My light's a little off today because one of my light bulbs are dead, so I have like no light here. I have to replace that light bulb. So I think today I'm gonna turn the camera off because yeah, my light's very off. It's just there's no point of having it. Let me just see video capture. I mean, we're good like that. Let's take a look at Aurora Cannabis, see how they're doing today. Kind of just setting up. This is Yahoo Finance. Yeah, I just turned on my computer, so it's probably loading. There's my morning alarm. Guys are gonna have to cut me some slack. Oh, everyone's up nice and early today. Big Chungus. Paul Shen, good morning. Big Chungus, good morning. Dash John, good morning. Pekka, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Citizenship test this morning for my wife. Oh, where's your wife from? International Montoro. Yeah, I made a video on IMT. Massive caffeine. Oh, the only thing is I don't drink caffeine. Good morning, Clayton. I'm just not a caffeine kind of guy. So Aurora Cannabis is currently up 1.3.5%. 1.3.5% in the pre-market. I don't know why that sounds weird. Let's see if I could find Hexo on this website. I'm kind of curious to see how Hexo's doing because Hexo's been like on a nice little run. Unfortunately, I cannot find them on this website, which sucks. Let me see, because I want to see how Hexo's doing. I want to see how the rest of the market's doing. Let me see if I can open a new tab on them. Nope. And then let's take a look at CGC maybe. So Aurora Cannabis is up. That's usually a good sign. Whenever Aurora Cannabis is in the green in the pre-market, even Canopy's in the red in the pre-market right now. Let's see how Afria is doing in the pre-market. Afria's in the red in the pre-market. Tilray, let's see, they're one of the big companies because they usually determine the market. So Tilray is currently nothing for Tilray. Kronos. I'm gonna look at your guys' requests in a bit. I'm catching up right now. I don't wake up as early as you guys sometimes. But yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. YW. Yeah, good morning, Muhammad. Rise before everyone and succeed. Exactly. Okay, let's look at YW. So it looks like, hold on, I want to look at Hexo real quick, see how Hexo is doing in the pre-market. My computer's just loading, so give me a quick second while it loads and while I get this ready. Usually I'm a little more prepared, but after the weekend I'm a little tired. So Hexo's currently up almost 1%. Hexo's been on a nice run. I like how Hexo's up 1% in the pre-market. Aurora is currently up 1.35% in the pre-market. So far it's looking good for 2 of my companies that I own. You know who's a big guy right now and is left behind? Afria. Actually, I own the position in Afria. I love Afria. So let's just take a look at you think Tesla's going up this week. I'll show you guys what I think about Tesla. Well, what I want to happen with Tesla. I kind of want Tesla to drop. And I'll show you guys why. Because I already, oh nice, I have the support line drawn in. I have a support line drawn in for Tesla at around 260. You guys can see this line right here. So I'm really hoping Tesla drops below 260 or around 260, or anything below 260 for me is a buy for Tesla. So when if Tesla drops this low, I will be looking to purchase, because as you can see in the past, we've seen it hit the support line. You know what, the 1 week charts aren't really helping. Let's look at the 1 day charts. So we've seen Tesla drop below this $260 support line. I guess, I don't know if that time counts, but at least 1, 2, 3. They've done it a couple times here. It went above it, below it, below it. So let's just say 3 times, and now we're approaching the 4th time. So I think there's a huge support at around 260, and if it drops below 260, Tesla is definitely a buy. When we look at Tesla on paper, they do have they are nicely valued on paper. 2.2 price to revenue, price to sales 2.2 as well. Total assets is 29 billion with a market cap of 47 billion. On paper, they don't look bad. Technical analysis, let's take a look at Tesla real quick. Sell, strong sell, strong sell. I actually want to make a video on Tesla. Buy, and strong buy. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video on Tesla. So far I've made one on NIO. NIO has done pretty well, and I did one on Ford. That one did not get a lot of views, my video on Ford. But I've been doing some videos on different companies besides the MJ, the pot industry. So yeah, okay, let's start looking at your request, GTT. And who's the one that requested Ford? Because I said it was IJJ, GTT. And I'm not sure. I think it was Mike or someone. GTT, and then MJR. NIO. You guys want me to talk about NIO, but I've done a couple videos on NIO. If you guys want to learn about NIO, you guys can watch those videos. But you know what? I'll take a look at them after I look at GTT. So GTT Communications. Funny thing is, I have some support lines already drawn for these guys, so I must have spoken about them before. Currently uptrending, and then they have a resistance line. I did talk about them approaching this triangle pattern, and they've broke above this resistance line here. So now we're gonna see if it's gonna start bouncing in between $33 and a resistance of $36.23. Let's take a look at their financials. So GTT, price to revenue 1.26, price to book 4.5, price to sales 1.26. On paper they look pretty good. Total assets 4.5 billion, market cap 1.8 billion. So they have more assets versus market cap. This company looks undervalued on paper, and yeah, the charts don't look that bad, because it's not the type of chart that has been like declining its whole life. This company has made a huge run all the way up to $62, and in the past year has been declining, and now we've kind of seen a reversal. So we might see this company start to push forward, but it's not guaranteed right now. Right now it looks like we're approaching actually we did pass this resist. Oh no, what happened? That just moved. So we're approaching a new resistance line at around $36. This company is uptrending, so if we continue to see that pattern, I don't know why that keeps moving. If we continue to see this uptrend pattern, that might be a good sign. So honestly, this company looks pretty good. Even technical, I'm not sure if I read it already. Technical analysis, it's a buy, strong buy. 1 minute it's a sell. It's not looking bad. I kind of like GTT. What is this? IT services and consulting company. Okay, let's move on to the next company. Yeah, I think it was Mike that requested for it, and I know there's one more company that you guys requested for me to do a video on. I'm gonna try to work on that this year. Let's take a look at Jardine. Let's see if they have Jardine. So let's see if they have a pre-market. Also, I just want to see what else you guys are saying. Please make a video on Tesla. Yes. Okay. If you guys will watch it, I'll make it. I'm definitely gonna make a video on Tesla, since that's a company I've been keeping an eye on. Neo is up in the pre-market. That's good. I forgot I bought some Neo shares on Friday, so hopefully they have a good day or even a good week. I just hate it when I get rid of my position too soon and then I see the company push forward. Because Neo, I did start a position on Friday, but it's kind of like a swing trade position. The video on Ford was very good. No problem, Mike. Was it you who requested it, Mike? Yeah, it didn't get. I didn't know. I don't expect videos like that to get views, but I get surprised when I see a video like Neo get a lot of views, and I notice my stream health is kind of bad. Are you guys hearing me well? Okay, let's take a look at MJRF. MJRF. So Jardine Group. This is a pharmaceutical company. They've had a huge drop on the 15th. 7% drop. A lot of volume. Let's take a look at the actually, you know what, let's look at the 1 day charts real quick. I just want to see how they're doing long term. So they do have a nice support here. I might as well start drawing some lines so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So they have a nice support at around $2.80, I would say, and we're probably hitting that right now in the pre-market. Currently down 2.4% in the pre-market. This is a fairly new IPO. This company IPO'd on when did they IPO? They IPO'd on November 16th. We have a nice support line here, a nice resistance line here. I'm gonna start drawing green lines there. Let's draw their resistance line. So right now we're kind of trading in between these lines. Obviously we've seen it go below and we've seen it go above a few times, but it's been consistently trading sideways. So now let's see if this company is undervalued or overvalued. This company, wow, price to sales 95,505, price to revenue 23, price to book 70. So on paper it doesn't look that great. Total assets 78 million with a market cap of 168 million. That's about the only good thing I see so far. Technical analysis, it's a sell, strong sell. 1 minute it's a sell. Let's look at the 1 month. Probably also, oh, it's a neutral. Not enough time in the stock market. So this company, honestly, the price to revenue, I think price to sales 95,000, that's a little high. That's ridiculously high. So that will just turn me off from this company. It is currently down in the pre-market, and it is a fairly new IPO. I think it's just overvalued right now. It's not a company I would look into. So Dare is ramping up. We could take a look at Dare, D-A-R-E. Just gonna read all your comments. Also, guys, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. 97 people are tuned into the live stream. So let me just check how many thumbs up you guys gave me. It's time for me to beg for some likes. So right now 31 thumbs up. Come on, let's get it to 50 thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna look at from there and I'm gonna start trying to do some other requests. Let's see, will you add Eric on the list? Eric, that'd be okay. Okay, let's look at Dare since I brought that up first, and then we'll look at Eric. So Dare Bioscience. It's a company that wasn't on my list before. Wow, 161% on the 18th. Wait, but today's the 18th. Is that up 161% in the pre-market? Because right now it's saying previous close 18th of March, $161. I mean 161%. So it looks like this company went up 161% on I don't know why it's saying the 18th when today's the 18th, unless it's talking about pre-market. This website's kind of weird sometimes, but either way, let's take a look at their financials, see how they're doing. Price to book 0.4. Total assets 10 million, and then market cap of 10 million. That's pretty good sign. When their market cap, they have the same amount of assets versus their market cap. Technical analysis, it's a buy, strong buy. 1 minute, also a buy, and a strong buy. 1 month, it's a sell, strong sell. So the only thing I would be concerned about is this huge gap right here. You know what they say, when there's a huge gap, it's usually filled up, it gets filled in. But we've seen cases where there was a huge gap and then volume, momentum just pushed the company forward. Let's look at their 5-minute chart, see how. Yeah, there's a lot. See, we've already kind of seen it filled. We've seen the huge gap and then immediately start to decline. So this chart looks a little more accurate. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, these 5-minute charts look a little wacky, and they don't seem to show that huge gap. So that might be a pre-market that we're looking at. Yeah, pre-market that we're looking at right now. Let's just look at the 1-year chart, see how this company has been doing in the 1 year. So whoever called out there, are they currently up in the pre-market? Is that what I'm seeing? The video for and then I'll do Eric after. Yeah, Dare is ramping up. I guess they are up 160% in the pre-market. I don't know why it's showing. Yeah, I guess they are. So Dare is currently up 190% in the pre-market. That's a tough one to call, because we've seen cases where it's pushed forward in the pre-market 190% and then continue to push forward. We've seen one company go up in 2 hours. It went up 400-500%. But in this case, we don't know. Right now, we don't know. This company might push forward in the pre-market and then immediately start declining once the market's open. We do have, it's not very consistent. It's support line. And this is a company that's made huge runs and then huge declines over time. So it's a tough one to call. It is a very volatile company. This company has went all the way down from $90, more than $90, to now $2.67. So this is kind of like catching a falling knife. And right now you're chasing a falling knife, because this company's went up 109%. Honestly, this one it doesn't look that bad on paper, but it is kind of risky because it's a falling knife and it's making a huge gap up already, up 190% in the pre-market. You guys could keep an eye out on it throughout the day. Ticker symbol DARE. Currently up 190% in the pre-market, so you guys could check that company out. Let's take a look at nice, thank you guys, 52 likes. So let's get it to 75 now. Yeah, Dare is still climbing, so that's a good company to keep an eye out on. Let's see what I think the other company you guys wanted me to look at was Eric. Wow, Dare is now up 208% in the pre-market. I don't know if you were talking to Eric, because I don't see no ticker symbol Eric, unless that's the one. But let's just take a look at Aurora real quick, see how they're doing. Aurora's still up 1.35% in the pre-market. Hexo, how are you doing? Still up 0.98% in the pre-market. I just want to see. Yeah, okay, I think it's Eric. Okay, I'll look at it either way. I'm not sure if this is the company you wanted me to look at. It is ticker symbol Eric. Ericsson ADR each rep. I don't know if that's the company you wanted me to look at, but let's take a look at it. This is a communications and networking company. Let's take a look at the 1 year. So this company is currently uptrending, so that's usually a good sign. Let's draw some lines for you guys. So we do see a nice support line up here, maybe a little higher, and then we see a resistance line right here. Let me just draw this line. So this company does seem to have a nice little uptrend right now. We've seen them bounce above and below this resistance and support line, but this is a pretty good sign right now. Let's take a look at the 1 year chart, see what else we could see. Oh, that is the 1 year chart. This company has been uptrending for the past 1 year. Actually, it's been uptrending for more than a year, because well, this resistance line here seems to be more consistent, and then the support, not really. The support is not really that consistent, but we kind of could. So this company has been uptrending since 2017. So at this point, momentum is pushing it forward. But the thing is, I think we are definitely near the top of the 52-week range. So I do feel like there's more room for downside versus upside. But let's look at them on paper, see if they look undervalued or overvalued. On paper, they look pretty good. Price to revenue 1.3, price to sales 1.3, total assets 28 billion in assets, market cap 31 billion. It's not bad. Honestly, on paper, it looks pretty good. It does seem to be near the top of its 52-week range, but it does look undervalued. It looks like we hit a bottom twice already. We hit a bottom on 2016 and on 2017, and we've been uptrending ever since. So this company seems to be turning things around. We've had a huge downfall though. We've went all the way down from 130 to as low as $5, and now we seem to be uptrending. If momentum keeps pushing it forward, this company could continue uptrending. On paper, this company doesn't look bad. It's a buy, strong buy in the 1 day, the 1 minute. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute, it's a buy. So 1 month is probably still a buy. Yep, a buy, and a strong buy. It looks good on paper. You are catching it on its 52-week highs. That's my only concern, but at this point we have a nice uptrend pattern going on, and it's been happening for almost 2 years now. I say the only risk is the catching it near the top of its 52-week high, but on paper this company looks really good. So AgraFlora, you know what, I'm gonna start doing your guys' requests. I'll look at AgraFlora since I just read that. I know sometimes it's a little hard to find to do everyone's request, but I'll do my best. Let's look at them in the American ticker symbol. So this is a penny stock. Let's look at the 1 day charts. A lot of volume right now. This company seems to be a little overbought. As you can see, there's a lot of volume going on. But then again, we've seen a gap down here. So what happens with the gap down? It gets filled. So it did take a couple months to fill that gap though. But it looks like this gap is slowly starting to get filled. Let's see if this company looks overvalued, undervalued. Price to book of 22 is a little high for my taste. Total assets, 6 million in assets, and a market cap of 164 million. So that doesn't look that great. Honestly, on paper, this company doesn't look that great. It is a penny stock. Penny stocks are always high risk. I think at this point, you have just as much room for upside versus downside. So this is definitely one of those coin tosses. But penny stocks are always like that. High risk, high reward penny stock. I don't currently see a support line unless we start. It looks like we might be hitting a support line. This is its previous support line, which might be the resistance line. Let's take a look at it, because sometimes we see support lines turn into resistance line, and this one was acting as a support and at one point acting as a resistance. Here was a support, and then here it started acting as a resistance, and right now we might be seeing this line right here around 50 cents start acting as a resistance. The only thing with penny stocks is that a small group of people can move this company. So if like a group of millionaires pile up a lot of money and try to do a pump and dump, they can easily manipulate this stock and push it forward. That's always a risk of investing in a penny stock. Let's hit the like button, guys. Thank you, Spartacus. 60 likes. Let's try to get it to 75 likes this morning. I bought 10,000 shares of Pekka. We could take a look at Pekka. I'm already up. Oh wow. So Mohammed, you're up on on that company that's making a huge run today, on Dare, I guess. Let's take a look at Dare. Dare seems to be a very hot company today. Dare Bioscience. This company, last time I checked, was up over 200% in the pre-market. So this company is now up 193% in the pre-market. Just because it's up huge, I'm not encouraging anyone to invest in it. If you want to invest into this company, invest it at your own risk. 193% run. So I'm actually going to be curious to see how this company does throughout the day. I'm probably not going to be investing in this company because it's already made such a huge run in the pre-market. I'm going to take a look at Aurora. Aurora seems to be up 1.35% in the pre-market. So Aurora's in the green right now. It's looking good for Aurora. It's looking okay for Hexo, up 0.8% in the pre-market. Hopefully that's a sign that we're going to have a good day. Aurora is now up 1.5% in the pre-market. So it's looking really good for Aurora. I'm going to do a couple more requests and then, okay, let's do JMU. Any thoughts on BCCI? That's Barista Coffee. I think it might be approaching a bottom. We'll take a look at JMU real quick. JMU. And don't forget, guys, if you guys join my membership, just press the join button and your request will always come first. Also, you have the options for me to request any videos. JMU, they're up 8.27% in the pre-market. It looks like they're pretty much making up for what they lost on Friday, because Friday they were down 8.59%. Today they're up 8.27% in the pre-market. Currently near the 52-week lows. This is no, it's not a penny stock. Let's just look at their technical analysis. It's a buy. They do look undervalued. Price to revenue 0.1, price to sales 0.1, total assets 70 million, and a market cap of 14 million. So this company looks undervalued, but my guess is this company has been beat up in the past 5 years. And of course, look at that. This company has dropped all the way down from $110 to almost now being a penny stock. So my concern is, why has this company been on a downfall for the past almost 5 years, for the past 4 years? I'm still so tired, guys, sorry. So for the past 4 years, this company has been on the downfall. So at this point, you could be getting a company that's a sweet deal, or you could be catching a falling knife that's ready to go bankrupt. We've had a huge spike here, but there does seem to be a lot of volume, so it looks way overbought. So I won't be surprised to see this company have a huge decline. But right now in the pre-market, they are currently up 8.27%. This company looks really good on paper, but we've seen companies look good on paper but not be good investments, like Ford. I made a video on Ford. Ford looks amazing on paper. They have a 70% dividend. They have a nice PE ratio. Everything on Ford looks amazing, but I would consider Ford a value trap. If you guys watched my video, you guys could check it out if you didn't. But this company looks really good on paper, looks undervalued. Total assets of 70 million with a market cap of 14 million. It's just that downtrending chart since its IPO is scary, because that seems to me like a company that's failing and it might be going bankrupt. But at any given point, let's say they get a new CEO, things turn around, and you buy this company and it just bounces back up, you could make lots of money on it if it turns around, but you are taking that risk. That's ticker symbol JMU. So let's look at something else. Tanks. So 4 minutes till the market's open. Did you do ACB yet? Well, we could look at ACB charts. I have not looked at ACB charts. ACB currently up 1.5% in the pre-market. So ACB on the 1.14% in the pre-market. So far we're green for ACB in the pre-market. Let's take a look at ACB charts, since I already have lines drawn in for them. And right now we seem to be following this uptrend support line right here. Let's look at the 1-day chart. It's better. So we seem to be following this uptrend chart. Obviously yesterday we kind of broke above this resistance right now, so we might start seeing ACB trade between $12.50 and $14. If this uptrend pattern continues right here, which it's been consistently bouncing in between this support and this resistance, consistently bouncing in between them, if it continues, we will see ACB hit. Let's see how, let's try to draw a perfect line. We'll see ACB hit $14 by minimum of May if this uptrend continues. But right now we've broke past this resistance line. We're gonna see today, but we've seen it break past this resistance line a couple times. Or maybe I drew that resistance line too low, because it does seem that like that. Yep, that looks a bit better. So right now we're kind of approaching this resistance line right here. So we could see it hit $14 by April 10th if it continues this uptrend pattern. But these charts, they're never going to be exactly the way they go. We always see some consolidation. We always see companies break patterns. Right now for ACB, we see a huge gap up right here. So we might see this gap get filled and then hopefully bounce off the support line and continue to uptrend. Right now we've seen it break past the 1250 support line, so we're currently approaching a new support of $14, and if it breaks that support, I do think ACB will continue to make all-time highs, hopefully go past $16. This will be, I'm going to draw this line now because I think we are now approaching this line, the $16 support line. So, and if this pattern continues, let's try to see when ACB will hit 16. Oh, that's the 1 minute bell. Markets are opening in 1 minute. That's annoying. Let me just turn that off. So yeah, markets are opening in 1 minute. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if I missed your request, guys. Like I said many times, if you want your request to always be analyzed, don't forget to join my membership group. And you guys could always have your request. You guys see those guys in the green, they're members of my group. It's only $4.99 a month, and their request always comes first. So I'm gonna do seal real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm super tired. I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice that I'm just super tired right now. So I'm gonna do one more company and then we'll call it a day. But thank you guys for, okay, seal, maybe I'll do a couple more. Pre-market right now, seal is down 1.4%. Oh, we have some lines drawn in for seal. Let's look at their 5-minute charts. So I haven't updated these lines in a while, but we've seen this support line right here. Oh no, we've seen this support line right here, and it kind of looks like it's bouncing. It bounced off this support line and immediately rejected it. And we have a resistance line right here. So now it's going to be interesting to see if it bounces up towards this resistance line. Right now, seal, let's look at them on paper. Seal is currently 0.3 price to book. Total assets 5.5 million, market cap 7.7 million, 17.7 million. On paper, this company doesn't look that good, and on top of it, its charts are kind of scary. It's another one of those companies that has been declining for quite some time. Markets are open, guys. I'm just gonna check my portfolio on my laptop real quick. Give me a second. That's not, is that so far? I'm just gonna check. You know what, I might stay on a little more than after the market. I'm gonna try to answer some of your guys' requests, so just give me 1 second. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a green day? I'm about to find out if I'm having a green day just now. Today looks like a green day. My portfolio is up, I think, a little bit less than 2 grand, which is really good. Wow, Aurora is doing amazing. Aurora is about to hit that $13 Canadian. Aurora is doing amazing. Hexo's doing amazing. Medman's doing pretty good. I just bought some Medman at 371. Kieran's up. I actually just bought some Kieran because I've seen some volume pushing forward. Kieran is up. Pure Global Cannabis, I bought some Pure at 19 cents. Pure is currently up. So it's looking like a nice green day today. Let's look at the, American portfolio. I feel like I just bought an American company. Neo does not seem to be doing too well. I bought some Neo the other day. Neo is currently down 5 points. Let's see how down I am on Neo. I'm currently down 3.4% on Neo. Nothing too big, nothing to be concerned about. I did say that there was another resistance line. You know what? We could look at Neo real quick. Afria is struggling. Yeah, Afria is not. I'm up 47% on my Afria. I currently own Afria at $8.58, so I'm not complaining with Afria. But yes, I have seen Afria, I think, almost hit $14. So I have huge respect for you, bro. You are an honest person. Thank you, Sean Khan. I have a lot of respect and love all you guys. You guys have supported me through the beginning and end. You guys are amazing. So let's try to do a couple more requests. Everything at Ford looks good except for the current trend. Never fight the trend. Yes, Ford has been on the downfall for like the past, I'd have to look at my video. I think it's been like almost 5 years. Let's just look at a couple more companies. Have a good one. Thank you, Mike. You too have a good one. I'm gonna look at a couple more companies. Maybe we could look at Afria. Neo may be flushing quick to 535. Let's take a look at Neo. I do have another buying point for Neo if they continue to downtrend. Neo seems to be my only bad decision so far, because so far I'm doing good on all my other purchases. Neo currently down to 565, down 3.5% on Neo. I'm not too concerned. Let's see if I could pull up Neo and see my resistance and support lines on Neo right now. So yeah, we're approaching that second. I did draw this line before. I'm gonna look at the 1-day charts. 1 week is too much. So right here was the $6 support line that I drew for Neo, and I said if it broke below that, I would start buying Neo. And then this is the second support line at $5.60, and it looks like I'm breaking below that, so that will be yeah, so that's gonna be my second buying opportunity at below $5.60. At this point, how low do I think Neo can go? At this point, it could keep pushing lower, but as you can see, it kind of just dipped below the support line, and it's done it before. Near its IPO, it went all the way as low as $5.35. So we could see Neo go as low as $5.35. I might just wait till it goes that low. $5.35 might be another buying opportunity for me, because right now it went below this support line of $5.60. I might be tempted to buy some more Neo. We're gonna see. I'm gonna do one more or two more requests. Roku. We could take a look at Roku. Honestly, I know Neo, it was strictly speculation. I was just I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. Roku. But besides Neo, we seem to be having a fairly nice green day. Aurora is pushing. I think Aurora just pushed past $13. We've now seen Aurora go to $13.17 on my portfolio. This is Canadian dollars, by the way. Hexo is doing really good. I'm currently up 21% on my Hexo shares. Kieran, you know what? I'm about to collect some Kieran profit. I might do a video showing you guys. Right now, I own 4,000 Kieran shares. No, sorry, 3,000 Kieran shares. I bought at 373, and I'm currently up only 2%. But actually momentum could be pushing Kieran forward, so I might wait. Sometimes I sell too early. I am currently up $475 on my Kieran shares. It's looking pretty good. Let's see if I can show you guys. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna make a video about that. But yeah, I'm currently up almost $500 on Kieran. I am tempted to collect half my profits right now, so I might be selling half my Kieran shares. I have 3,000 Kieran shares, so I'm going to do this live right now. I'm going to sell 1,500 shares. I'm probably selling too early, but I literally made almost $500 in the weekend. I held this position over the weekend, so I might as well just collect my profits. I don't like to get greedy when I do swing trades, so I just see some money. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna hold the second half of my position and see how it pushes forward. So there you go. I'm putting a sell order for Kieran at $3.90. Hopefully it goes through. That would mean that I made $220, a little less, because I have 475 profit. So you got to divide that by 2. I made around $237 profit with Kieran over the weekend, which is nice. Oh, but it's starting to decline. Maybe I might not get my sell order. Let's see if I did. Nope, I didn't get my sell order. I'm gonna leave it at that price. Hopefully I get it. If not, that's fine. And I keep missing your guys' requests. So I spoke to a person from China visiting yesterday. They said Neo is getting popular and they would support Neo before Tesla. Roku, I'm up over double. Oh yeah, that was the next request. Let's take a look at Roku since someone is up big on them. Roku up 2.72% on Roku. Roku had an amazing buying opportunity, especially when it looked like the markets were crashing. All these good companies, like look at that. Roku went all the way down to $26. I'm guessing you bought near that range. So you timed that perfectly. So you're killing it. Whoever is doubled on Roku, you timed that almost to perfection. Roku is currently uptrending. That's a very steep uptrend though. I'm going to show you guys what I see right now. Obviously, we see Roku uptrending right here. And we've bounced off this support line a few times. And it's very steep, though, I would say. Actually, if you widen it, doesn't look that steep. And then we currently have a resistance line right here for Roku. It's not the straight. You know what? It's probably like this because... Let me just draw these lines in. Doesn't look too straight actually. I don't think I think this is a whole new resistance line right here. I'm just gonna draw it right here because it doesn't seem to cooperate with its previous resistance around here. So right now there's a lot of volume with Roku. We're currently, let's look at Roku, let's look at their valuation, see how they look on paper. So price to revenue 9.2, price to sales 9.2, price to book 28. Doesn't look that great. It doesn't look horrible. Total assets 464 million in assets. Market cap 6.9 billion. Roku does look a little overvalued right now. They did have a huge run, which might be the reason why they're a little overvalued. But if you look at their technical analysis, it's a buy and a strong buy. You look at their 1 minute, it's a buy, and a strong buy. So Roku is still a buy according to technical analysis. You are approaching its 52-week highs. So you are approaching close to its all-time highs. We might see a strong support around here, and we're about to approach that support. We're currently uptrending, so who knows? Roku might hit the support and break this, resistance line, sorry. We might see Roku break past this resistance line, or we might see Roku get rejected as soon as we hit that resistance line. We don't know for sure. Nothing is ever guaranteed, but we are approaching that resistance line right now. Roku does have momentum pushing it forward right now, so it's tough to bet against a company that is just has a lot of volume, a lot of green volume going on right now. We obviously do look a little oversold here, so that might be a sign that it's pushing forward because it does look oversold. Let's look at the 1-day charts real quick. 1-day charts. Yeah, so Roku looks oversold. We even have a gap down, so we might actually see Roku continue to push forward all the way back up to 74 because there is a gap down. There's a lot of red volume here, so it looks oversold, and Roku's uptrending. It's hard to bet against this company. On paper they do look a little overvalued, but right now Roku has a lot of volume and a lot of momentum pushing it. So Oxley, oh man, Oxley has been a nightmare. Let's take a look at Oxley. Oxley is Oxley had a nice run today. Yes, finally. 83 cents on my Oxley shares. I currently own 9,000 Oxley shares, but I'm down 9% on that position. I bought a little too soon. When they had a nice dip, I was thinking Oxley will oh yes, I my Kieran shares sold. So now I sold half of my Kieran position at 3. Oh no, they didn't. Damn it. I thought they did. So I'm going to be holding on to Kieran. Hopefully we see Kieran. If they go back up to $4, that would be amazing. I'm currently up $235 on my Kieran position, but it's a huge position. I put about $11,000 into Kieran. I took a gamble and I'm hoping I could make a little more money than that. Let's take a look at Oxley. Honestly, Oxley has been a nightmare, but they seem to be doing pretty good today. XLY. And I have a pretty big position with Oxley. Currently holding yeah, 9,000 shares. So XLY. So Oxley's currently up 5.26%. I have a support right here at around 70 cents. So if Oxley were to drop back down to 70 cents, I would consider that another buying opportunity. We've seen Oxley go below 70 cents. We've seen it hit that support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's a very nice support at 70 cents. And right now, it's a very small uptrend, but we currently do see Oxley uptrending. Very small. Like, look at that. That's not steep at all. But an uptrend is better than a downtrend. So hopefully we can continue this pattern. I actually hope we see some consolidation and like see Oxley skyrocket at one point. We're approaching this resistance line at around 80 cents, and today we're actually right at 80 cents right now. Actually, this resistance line should be at 80 cents, but unfortunately I'm not very good at drawing lines, so let's put it back to 80 cents. So yeah, we're literally right at the 80 cents resistance line. Let's just put this up so it's straight. So right now Oxley is like right at this resistance line. Hopefully best case scenario, we see Oxley break past it. After that, we have a resistance at around $1. So what I'm hoping for is Oxley starts trading in between the 80-cent support and the dollar resistance, which we've seen it do before. Right here, we've seen it trade in between these lines, and they looked like they were uptrending. Then we've seen some consolidation, and we've seen it drop all the way down to 70 cents. Oxley is obviously a very volatile company. Unfortunately, they do look bad on paper. Let's look at them on paper. Price to sales 351, price to revenue 53, total assets 501 million. This is about the only good thing I like about Oxley. They have 501 million in assets, and their market cap is 484. So this is pretty much what I'm betting on Oxley. I hope that Oxley can get close to the 1 billion market cap, because they do have 501 million in assets. That's about the only thing I like about Oxley on paper. Currently a buy 1 minute. Oxley's a buy and a strong buy, so it's looking good on their technical analysis. But yeah, let's overvalued but on a run. Exactly. See, Paul Shin, I agree with you. Oxley is overvalued. I do agree with that. Neo down to 540. So yeah, Neo, let's take a look at Neo. I am currently down on Neo. Let's see, 4.8% now. So they're actually on my iTrade, Neo is at 557. So I'll probably be buying Neo if they reach their all-time lows at 535. So if Neo goes to 535, I would probably add to my position on Neo. I did start off a very small position because I knew the risk involved, and I was catching a falling knife. And it literally, you guys can watch my video and I pretty much talk about exactly what I thought. We'll look at Tenx, TENX. All you gotta say is please and I'll do it. Just kidding, but I will do it either way. Tenx Therapeutics sounded like a penny stock, but it's not. So this company is currently down 2.34%. A lot of volume in the last month, lots of volume. So let's take a look at they have a nice little support line here at around, I think it's $1.15. We've seen it go, or is that $1.20? No, $1.15. But it's like an uptrending support, so it's like a small uptrend, but we've seen it go below. Right now I drew this line straight, and right now we're currently uptrending. So let me draw these lines. Okay, let's look at this company on paper. Price to book 0.3. Total assets 5 million. Market cap 3 million. So this company has 5 million in assets and a market cap of 3 million. This company does look undervalued, but is it one of those companies that's been downtrending for the past 5 years? Yes, it is. Usually when you see companies that are way over undervalued like that, it's a company that's been downtrending. So look at that. This company, we've seen this company, wow, all the way up at 9,000. That's probably because it had a small amount of shares at that time. Right now we have 1.46 million shares outstanding. So this is a very small cap, very small share dilution. This company can make a huge swing at any point. This is a very I feel like this is one of those coin tosses. This might as well be a penny stock. But we've seen this company, it looks like a pump and dump company, have huge runs followed by huge decline. Huge run, huge decline. Huge run, huge decline. So the only way I'd be betting on this company is I'd be betting on it to make a huge run, and I would immediately sell out of my position after that huge run. I doubt we'll ever see this high, but maybe around here. Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna go that high again, all the way up to the 2,000 range. I don't know, it's made huge runs past 2,400. This is definitely a very volatile company, very high risk, a lot of volume going on. It does seem to be overbought in the past. Let's look at the 1 month chart now. This month it does seem to be overbought. We are currently uptrending, but at this point this company does look undervalued, but it's kind of like catching a falling knife. Unless you're betting on a huge run. If you're betting that this company is about to make a huge run and you're ready to sell out of your position, go for it. But this is definitely a coin toss. This company definitely looks like a gamble to me. So yeah, that's it for this company. ACB is $10 US now. Yes, ACB. Looking good, ACB. I'm going to take a look at ACB. I'm currently up 84% on my ACB position. You know what? I'm up so much, but I have like a small core position. I wish I held on onto all my shares. I'm very tempted to start collecting some profits on Aurora Cannabis. If Aurora Cannabis hits $14, I might just sell like 25% of my position, because I feel like, let's take a look at ACB. They do seem to be, no, but at the same time, Aurora Cannabis hasn't even made a deal yet. So I feel like something might be going on. Like, why is Aurora Cannabis going up so much? Maybe these traders know something that we don't. Maybe Aurora is going to make a deal soon. Maybe, because there's a lot of volume. Aurora is now, let's take a look at yeah, so Aurora broke past this resistance line. It looks we're already fast forwarding to the second resistance line that I drew. Let's take a look at the 3 month chart. Oh, give me a second. I want to find that second resistance line right now. So yeah, we have 2 resistance lines right now. So now this used to be the resistance uptrend line. This might turn into the support. We might start seeing Aurora bouncing between these lines. And right now Aurora looks like it's approaching $14 on my portfolio. Right now Aurora is at $13.43, so we're getting very close to $14. It's honestly, even, wow, Hexo is up huge too, and I am currently up. I might start collecting some more Hexo profit. Damn, that's crazy. We're having a very green day in the cannabis sector, very green day. I don't even know. I'm tempted to start collecting some profits because I hate seeing some money there and then just seeing it decline. But I'm obviously going to hold on to some poor positions. Even MedMen's up. I just bought some MedMen at $3.71. Kieran, wow, today is like a very green Monday. Or maybe it's a sign that we're going to have a good week. I'm guessing everyone's really happy today because we're having a really good green day today. $14.10. Hired a strategic. Yeah, I made a video on pelts. ACB got themselves a billionaire. So yeah, you know what? I think that maybe ACB knows something we don't right now. I think they're probably pelts is going to be the reason why we get a deal. Pelts is probably going to land us an amazing deal, and ACB, we might just see Aurora Cannabis hit $20 before 2019 ends. because if it keeps going at this pace, we might see. But I'm so tempted to collect profits. Like my gut is telling me collect profits. My brain is telling me that Aurora Cannabis is gonna continue to move forward, because I'm up 85% on Aurora. On AgraFlora, I'm up 49%. Hexo, I'm up 25%. Those are my well, I guess even Parcel Pal, PKG. I made a video on Parcel Pal. I'm currently up 23%, but that's a very small position. Kieran, I'm only up 3%, but for some reason I sold some. So I sold 1,000 Kieran shares. So I collected some profit on Kieran. So because I did make a, you know what, I'm gonna increase that sell order of Kieran, because I sold sometimes my order did not get filled. It got partially filled. I put an order to sell 1,500 Kieran shares at $3.90, and only 1,000 shares got sold. So I'm gonna change that order to now $3.95. See if that order gets filled. So I just sold 1,000 Kieran shares. Neurosis, I'm sorry, man. I love Kieran, but they've been such an amazing swing trade company that I just have to keep collecting profits, because there's going to be, I feel like, another buying opportunity. It's honestly been a really good day for the market today, except NEO. I'm down on NEO, 4.6% down on NEO, but that's fine, because if NEO goes down to 535, I will increase my position. Anyways, actually, you know what, let's look at so much greed. No need for greed. I don't want to be greedy. That's why I just collected some profits on Kieran. I'm still holding on to 2,000 Kieran shares though, so we're gonna see if Kieran continues to push forward. NEO is definitely a speculation stock, but honestly my portfolio is like a lot of speculation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a very conservative safe investor, because I'm just not patient enough to wait 5 years. But I do hold on to positions long term. I hold on to core positions long term, but a lot of my companies, I swing trade, day trade a certain percentage of my position, and then I keep a small position for the long term, just in case. I feel like that's the way. I'm gonna make a video on it. I pretty much invested in the cannabis sector with 100% zero risk, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna make a video on it, how I invested in the cannabis sector with zero risk. Right now, like my shares like Aurora, AgraFlora, Hexo, all these companies right now, I'm investing with zero risk, because I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm not gonna give away everything. I saw someone want me to talk about T-God, I think I saw, or what did you guys say? Yeah, let's talk about T-God real quick. So T-God, so right now Aurora is killing it. I'm currently up 85%. What do you guys think? I should collect profits on Aurora or hold on to my Aurora shares? I'm up 85%. I'm almost doubled on my Aurora shares. Hexo, I'm tempted to collect profits on Hexo. I'm currently up 25% on Hexo. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm not gonna do exactly what you guys tell me, but I just want to know your opinion on what you guys would do if you were up 25% or 85% with Aurora, or 25% with Hexo. Obviously, some people are probably up more, some people are probably up less. I'm holding for Kieran for a few months. I might start holding onto a core position of Kieran right now. So right now, I used to have 3,000 Kieran shares. I sold 1,000 so far. I'm probably gonna sell another 500 more shares today, and then I'm probably gonna hold on to 500 shares long term. So I'm from now on, I'm gonna hold on to 500 Kieran shares as a core position, or maybe a little less. That way I can average down. So maybe 250 shares as a core position, and if it goes down, I'll increase that position. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be holding on to it's a small position. But that's how I invest. Right now I'm holding on to 200 shares of Kieran, and it gives me the ability to play with 1,750 shares. 250 of these shares I'll hold for the long term. And that's my way of investing into these companies with 100% zero risk, because all the profit that I make will cover up my core position. Right now my core position with Aurora is very small, 250 shares. I'm currently up 83%. I've made so many videos on Aurora. At one point, I think I had 3,700 Aurora shares. That was prior to legalization. I had 3,700 Aurora shares. I sold pretty much all of my shares, and then after legalization, I ended up picking up 1,000 shares, and I ended up selling those shares a little too early. I think I sold those around $10, thinking Aurora was going to dip back down, and now I'm only left with 250 Aurora shares. But don't get me wrong, my marijuana portfolio, I currently have $68,000 worth of pot stocks. So Aurora is actually one of my smallest positions. Right now, my largest positions is Kieran. That's because I'm doing a swing trade on them. I own 2,000 shares. Oxley, I own 9,000 shares of Oxley. I own Canopy Rivers, which I'm a little down on right now. At $5.50, I purchased Canopy. I own about 750 shares of Canopy Rivers. Hexo, I even have 600 shares of. So yeah, unfortunately, Aurora is one of my smallest positions. That's because I've collected so much profit. But Aurora is the company that I've made the most money. I think I made over $12,000 or around $12,000 profit, and that's money I've collected from Aurora Cannabis. So right now it's my smallest position, but it's definitely my biggest winner. Okay, let's look at higher. Zach. Could Zach possibly be the Neurosis nemesis? Neurosis, you have a rival, Zach. Let's see if he called a hot pick. Just kidding. So higher is up 5.75%. This company is currently uptrending in the past 5 months. It has a nice little uptrend pattern. Let's draw a support. So we are currently uptrending, and it looks like we broke past resistance and support. So let's look at we have a resistance line right here, but it looks like we broke past it. Actually, no, it doesn't. Maybe it does. Yep. So this company has I think it might be declining. We're gonna look at them on paper right now. This is actually no, I had this company on my watch list, but right now it does seem to have broken past this resistance line right here. This is a fairly new IPO. This company IPO'd on 27th of July. June 2018. Right now this company is definitely near the top of its 52-week range, so that's one thing I would be cautious of, is you're pretty much chasing a stock right now, but this company does have a lot of momentum pushing it forward. Currently up 5.72%. Price to sales 27, price to revenue 11, so a little overvalued in my books. Total assets $9.1 million in assets, market cap 88 million. So on paper this company does look a little overvalued. Obviously it has a lot of momentum pushing it forward, and even technical analysis says it's a buy, strong buy, and a strong buy. 1 minute says it's a sell. Let's look at the 1 month. Probably a buy. Yep, a strong buy and a strong buy, and a neutral. This one's tough to call because I personally would not want to invest in a company that's at its all-time highs. So right now it's literally at its all-time highs right now. $8, $7.95. Its all-time high is $8.03. So you have a lot more room for downside versus upside, because and on top of that, not only are you at its all-time highs, it's broke past its resistance line here. So I feel like it could continue to bounce up. It could continue uptrending, don't get me wrong, but there's just too many signs of it saying that this company's overbought. So we could see it bounce back down below this support and then continue to push forward. I could be 100% wrong. This company could continue pushing to the $10 range, but right now it does seem a little overvalued. It's just for me, there's too many red flags. And even if you look at the volume here, it does look like it's oversold here near the end of the day. This is a tough company to call because there's so much momentum pushing it forward, but right now it's too risky for me. I feel like there's too much room for downside. I personally wouldn't take that risk, but if you believe in this company, if you think this company is going to approach $9, $10, go for it. But I feel like there's more room for downside versus upside, but that's my opinion. You guys should always do your own due diligence. Notice how everyone wants to sell. Everyone wants to sell. I did ask you guys whether you think I should sell, because I am very tempted to sell right now. Aurora, I think, is slowly declining. I might collect some profits with Hexo. I might put in a sell order, maybe only sell 200 shares of Hexo. I currently have 600 shares. I'm up 25%. And I do think Hexo is overvalued. So, you know what? I'm putting a sell order right here live. Hexo is currently at 853. Let's say Hexo gets to 860. I'm going to sell 200 of my 600 shares. I've had 1,000 shares of Hexo. The other day I sold 400 shares, so now I'm left with 600. So now I'm gonna be slowly selling off my position. Now I'm gonna probably sell 200 shares. I'm putting the order right now, 200 at 860. It does seem to be declining. I might not hit that mark. You know what, I'm gonna get a little greedy, make it 862, see if that hits. If it doesn't hit, it's not meant to be. So yeah, I just put a sell order on Hexo. Let's see, should I put a sell order on Aurora? It's such a small position though, and it was my core position. I told myself I'll hold this long term, so I might not. You know what, if Aurora reaches $13.90 today, I'm only gonna sell 50 shares. It's a very small position, but I feel like I should at least collect some profits since I'm up over 90% at that point. Actually, that's such a small position to sell. How many positions? I'm gonna sell 100 shares if it goes to 13.90. I doubt it's gonna go to 13.90. That's why I'm putting it that high. If it goes to 100, I mean to 13.90, so that's almost at $14. I'm gonna collect some profits with Aurora, but I doubt it's gonna go that high. So I just put a, let me just make sure I put a sell and not a buy order, because I hate when I do that. So yeah, I just put a sell order on Aurora, 100 shares. It's such a small position for $13.90. And that's it. Let's see how all these other companies are doing. Neo's currently trading sideways right now, so that this might be, I don't know, I'm not gonna say nothing about Neo. Either way, okay, I'm gonna look at one more company for you guys, and then I've been on this for over an hour. It doesn't even feel like it. I went from being super tired to waking up. You mind looking at T-God, up almost 4%. I feel like I just looked at T-God, but we can look at T-God one more time. T-God F. I actually own a position in T-God, do I? Yep. And I'm waiting for T-God to give me my 2 shares, my free shares. The Green Organic Dutchman. I have 2,000 shares that are blank right now, and they should be giving me my free shares anytime soon. Oh, I keep typing with the wrong keyboard because I have 2 keyboards I'm looking at right now. So T-God F, that's the American version. So T-God is currently up 4.8%. I do have an uptrend line which it broke. It looks like this, actually it looks like it broke it, and then now it went above it. But I did mention that's a very steep uptrend. So let's just fix that. It looks a little better now. And let's draw a resistance. But T-God does have a lot of momentum pushing it forward right now. So but this is, I think this is still very steep. Like, I don't know how long it can continue this this uptrend at this pace, because this looks like a very steep line. Well, I thought I drew it. So right now, T-God, let's look at them on paper, see how they look. Man, that looks ugly. So T-God, technical analysis, it's a buy, strong buy. 1 minute, it's a buy and a strong buy as well. Let's take a look at their on them on paper. Price to book 11, doesn't look that great. Total assets 352 million, and assets market cap 1.2 billion. Honestly, the thing is, we've seen T-God go all the way up to, like, I think $9 at one point, $7. So T-God, we are approaching a support line right here. So I'm hoping, it looks like we broke past it. We have a support line right around here. But this is American. Usually I like to look at T-God in Canadian, but because these charts, they only go as far back as May 04. So we might see T-God break past this support line right here. at around $3.60. We're approaching that right now. I kind of just want to see the Canadian price just to, I keep typing it. You know what? I'm going to look at the Canadian price on my laptop. That way I can kind of do a nice comparison. So yeah, on Canadian prices, we have seen TGOD go to $9. Canadian prices, we might see TGOD go back up to $5. And it does look like TGOD is currently has a lot of momentum pushing it forward. I won't be surprised to see TGOD go to $5. It's honestly, the sector is just looking amazing right now. Everything's green. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. That's why I am collecting some profits. I'm not selling all my position because I do believe we still have a lot of momentum to push us forward. It's very tough right now. It's because I want to collect so much profits, but at the same time I don't want to get rid of things too soon. But TGOD, it doesn't look that great on paper, but honestly we could see TGOD go above 350. I'm hoping that TGOD goes to all-time highs again, but it's going to take a lot of time. TGOD has to prove themselves. If TGOD breaks past the 350 support line, we might see them eventually get to $4.50 American, which would be very nice. So I feel like this is a new resistance line here. If we break past this, we might see this resistance line turn into the support. So we might see them trading in between 350 American, between 350 support and the 450 resistance line. On paper, TGOD doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look horrible. Right now, it is a buy and a strong buy. So honestly, guys, I think we're good. Okay, since there's a lot of people looking at VFF, I'm gonna do one more VFF. I've been on this for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a nap. I need a nap, and I think I gotta walk my dog. I gotta eat some breakfast, and maybe start looking into new positions. I'm gonna tell you guys what companies I'm looking at right now. Helix, HLIX, looks like a potential day trade right now. Kushco, ticker symbol KSHB, looks like honestly there was a better buying opportunity on Friday, but I'm kind of looking at Kushco right now. Even Biopath Holdings, this company went down. I like this company for swing trades. I've been doing a few swing trades with Biopath. I'm gonna show you. Oh no, you know what, you guys don't care. Let's just do VFF and then I'm gonna call it a night. But those are companies that I'm looking at right now. Village Farms International, I'm gonna see if I have any lines. So this company has a lot of volume. Let's see if I have any lines for the Canadian ticker symbol. If not, I'll just look at the American, since I did notice that the majority of my audience are from the States. So I'm gonna try to look at American prices, unless you guys want to see Canadian, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Okay, VFF. Let's take a look at VFF. So a lot of volume right now. This company, way too huge of an uptrend, way too much volume. In my books, it looks overbought. So we could start right now, like momentum could push it forward, but this line looks very steep. Like you can't even call that an uptrend line. That's just an elevator line because it's just going straight up. So usually when you see an uptrend like that, we do start to see it decline. It's a huge uptrend line. That's just so steep. When you compare it to other uptrends, it doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look like it can continue this pattern. But who knows? Right now we have a lot of volume, a lot of momentum pushing it forward. We're gonna see how long it can continue this at this pace. At this pace, this thing's heading to the moon. So I don't think it's gonna continue that pattern for long. But we are still up. Technical analysis says it's a buy and a strong buy. 1 minute says it's a buy and a strong buy. Let's look at them on paper, see if they're undervalued. Maybe if they're really, so they are undervalued. Price to revenue 4.6, price to sales 4.6. Total assets 159 million, market cap 693 million. So total shares outstanding 47 million. So this is like a company that hasn't, it's a fishing and farming company. This is an industry I've never really looked into. Let's look at their 5-year chart, their all-time charts. There has to be some really good news going on. because this is not a bad company. It's not one of those companies that has been falling like a falling knife company. This company has been consistently uptrending. We've kind of had some support around here. We've seen some support at around $4, maybe a little bit lower, but I'm just going to draw the line at $4. We've seen the support line at around $4, and it's just literally in the past, since 2019, this company has skyrocketed. So there's probably some really good news with this company. It doesn't look to be too overvalued, so it's a tough call. Honestly, at this point, you are betting on a company that's definitely at its all-time highs. I would personally wait for a mild correction. We might see it its previous resistance here. We might see it go back down to around $8. I don't think it's gonna go, but this resistance line is around 740, 750. We might see it go back down to 750. That would be maybe a decent buying opportunity. At this point, it's hard to say because this looks like a very steep line. It's just going up like an elevator, and a lot of green volume. It does look to be overbought. Momentum could continue to push it forward. I could be wrong. This could be heading to 20 to 30 to 40, but if it were me, I personally would not invest into a company at its all-time highs with so much green volume looks to be overbought, and an uptrend this steep. But it's honestly it's definitely a risky company. I could be wrong. Momentum could push this company forward, and we could see this company continue to push all the way past 20s. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna take a little nap. So far it's a green day, so I'm guessing you guys are all happy. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone that has stuck around this long. Let's see how many thumbs up. 79 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I'm pretty sure eventually we're going to get it to 100. So if you guys are watching this live stream after the live, if you guys are watching this not live, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Let's get this to 100. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a good green day. So far it looks like a very green day. So enjoy those gains. Don't forget, no one's ever went broke collecting profits. So I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you guys soon. Probably have a video ready for you guys later. So that's it for now, guys. Bye-bye.